He's got my heart beating louder than a gunshot. Smokes out the barrel and the handpiece is burning hot. He's got me, he's guilty of loving me in the first degree. Such a criminal after my own heart. He's in my mind like a thief sneaking through the dark. He's got me, he's guilty of loving me in the first degree.
Back to the LDM show.
It's that time again, you know? Well, it's after Labor. Wait, we're not supposed to wear white after Labor Day, right?
Says who?
No.
Who cares? The man?
Yeah, he's the man. I want to know who the heck said that. You can't wear white after Labor Day. So I was like, I seen some people with white beards and stuff. I'm like, no, you can't wear that.
You gotta shave it off.
You gotta shave it off. Like, you know, your hair and everything, you know. That's not good. That's not good. But today we got some good topics. We're going to be speaking about some news that's going on. Ghetto mentality, I guess. You know, the green waves. And probably if we have time, we'll get into a relationship question. But it's going to be very fun and hectic type of conversation today. So without further ado, you know, I'm over here just letting people know I'm live. I should inbox everybody like they do to me.
Be like, come watch us now.
I know, right? Like, let's go. But hey, and again, thank you guys for taking your time to watch us. So whatever platform you're watching us on, right? Mm-hmm. So let's get going. Let's into some of the news.
Who are we talking about first?
Let's talk about your howdy duties in Texas.
Lovely. So yeah, if you watched last week's episode, you heard about the laws Texas made. Lyft also had a lashback at that law, and they basically put out like a letter to all the customers and Lyft drivers saying like, listen, whatever the hell Texas got going on, that's their problem, and you cannot sue the Lyft driver for doing their job.
Yeah, I told you that. It's impossible.
Yeah, but what they're doing is they're going to be paying for all legal fees if anyone does get sued, any drivers, and they're also going to be donating $1 million to Planned Parenthood, which is pretty great. And another thing is, yeah, to Planned Parenthood, because we don't believe in banning abortion.
They don't. I can go tell you stories about Planned Parenthood.
No,
they was not with abortion. They wasn't against abortion. They were with.
Yeah.
Abortion. They were like telling teenagers and everything, you gotta get rid of it. It's gonna be hard. Blah blah. No, you're not there for that. You're there to help the female.
There are those people in Planned Parenthood who are in it for the money part, like scheduling these surgeries to, make money off of it. And that's obviously not what we want, but we do want to keep women safe and not make them go through pregnancies they don't want to go through, period. And Republicans were on the news talking about women, but referring to them as hosts, saying things like, the host of the fetus cannot have full liability because we still have to protect the rights of like the unborn child. Like, women aren't just hosts; they're human beings, and they're able to have kids. And guess what? If I don't want to have a kid, I don't need to have a kid. I'm not a freaking host. Can men have kids? No. So,
but again, because we can get into this conversation about abortion and everything. What I seen a thing about someone wrote down how they see the baby, like the baby in 6 weeks. It says, hey, the baby, I have my first heartbeat and all this. Mm-hmm. So I think in terms of, I'm gonna be a devil advocate now, but in terms of the saved lives type of people, mm-hmm. It's pretty much like murder. Hey, the little kid, he has a heartbeat, he has a this, he has a that, within a couple weeks. So you have a couple weeks to decide. Like we spoke about last time, you have the next day to decide. Pay the $50. You know what I'm saying? So pay $50 now, or pay lots of money and lots of your time and lots of your energy later. So it outweighs itself. But when I was thinking about like people with the abortions and I'm just gonna get rid of it, it's like that's the easy way out, huh? Like just get rid of it. Hey, I didn't want no kid anyway. Well, if you didn't want a kid in the first place, you should have took the steps not to have it.
That's true.
To make the kid in the first place. But and then it comes down to also the people that so-called religious. Like, why are you getting rid of something
No.
that you so-called said? It has to be faith that they give me a child. I don't want one, but if I get one, I get one. Then I get one, I want an abortion. Like.
Yeah.
So it's hard with some people. But like I said, saying woman, 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 I guess it would offend some people.
You know what? Why they don't want to say women? Because then they
They don't know what to say no more.
No, they're deliberately doing it, but that way they cannot acknowledge the fact that they're banning women's rights, what to do with their body. That's why they're calling it a host. Because you can't say women, because then you're gonna look like a real asshole on news.
Well, in actual reality, the woman who carry a child is the host of the child. You're hosting that baby. So by saying host, maybe it will stay in the mind. Wow, I'm really have to take care of this child.
Yes.
So that's probably why they're saying it. So like, put it in your mind. You have to take care of this child. You're not just a woman holding a child. You're really
you're a mother now.
Yeah, you're really. Well, some people are having babies, but they're not the mother. Because someone else couldn't have the baby.
They're still a biological mother.
Right. So not even. Technically, you are, but by paper, you're not, because it's not your. Is the guy is.
Biologically, yeah.
But go through the whole system.
Bless you.
Go through the whole system. They're gonna say no. But technically, yes, you are, because that's your blood going through the child. But I seen where they put the person's egg and the other person's sperm inside that female.
Yes.
So that's why they say you're not the mother. They are the mother. But honestly, can you, as a man, I can't fathom how it is. But as a man with feelings, I would not be able to have someone else's eggs and sperms inside me feeling that baby kicking, heartbeat and everything. And I'm getting so used to it and singing to it and, whatever the mothers do, and then give it away.
Yeah, that is definitely really
That's
rough.
hard.
Another thing that I wanted to shine light on is like how they're fighting so hard against abortion. Meanwhile, there's so many kids that are already alive that don't have parents, that are in the foster system, the foster system, like in orphanages and around the world that just don't have parents. And like, yeah, why can't we also fight for the kids who already are alive? Because once the mother gives birth, they don't give a shit anymore what happens to that kid.
Yeah, it's hard. It's like, if well, even that, there's like some, when it comes to adopting a kid, a lot of people don't want to adopt bigger kids and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But there are people that don't want no child but is pregnant but don't want to give an abortion. Those are the ones that they automatically already having someone going to adopt the child. But again, that's why some of the doctors, when you give birth and they know that you're the surrogate mother or you already have that child for adoption, as soon as that baby come out, it's whoop, to the next room. You don't even get to see it. You don't get to touch it. You don't get to do nothing to it. Because they know once you get that little touch, it's over.
Yeah.
So it seems hurtful. You're like, taking the child away. Hey, can I at least see how? Nope. But in all, the human,
do what you gotta do.
Yeah, human behavior is like, oh my God, now I have to protect them, and don't want to release the baby. So I guess it happens so many times that now they just snatch it. But I don't know. Like I said, abortions. Some people are like, oh, but it's my body, it's my say so. But then again, I say, if it's your body and your say so, then if the guy doesn't want to be part of it, why are you going to get mad? You understand?
Yeah.
That's why I say
You can't have the best of both worlds.
right. So
Or
they
have
need
your
to
cake and
scratch
eat
that
it, too.
word out. They need to scratch that word out. You know, I'm not with the cancellation people, but let's cancel this word of it's my body. I can say what I want because it takes two. So don't give birth and then be like, oh, it takes two to raise this kid. No, you wanted to raise the kid. Like you said, it was your body. I told you I didn't want it. So we needed it. You know what I'm saying? Or the man wants the baby, but then all of a sudden, because it happens so many times, they go to court and the judge is like, it's her body. Well, then don't complain when I don't give her body some money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but there are fathers that have been fighting to have the baby, but the mothers had the abortion. So shouldn't they have to fix it? It has to go both ways. It should be just like a child cannot leave the states without both parents signing a paper. You know what I'm saying? It should be something like that. You want the abortion? Does the father want the abortion too? Yeah. Or no? Let me talk to the dad and see. Hey, you want the abortion? Yeah, man, I got like 7 kids, bro. I don't want to know. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, you know?
What if they don't even know who the father is?
That's what they're going to say. You know that. You know that's going to come out their mouth. Oh, I don't even know where the father is at. He can be somewhere. It was a drunken night. Like, I don't even remember. I just woke up in the alley. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to use that excuse so they won't locate the father.
All right, now another devil's advocate question. What if it's a domestic abuse relationship, right? And the husband gets the wife pregnant. Obviously, she don't want to have his kid.
And she's married?
Yeah,
That's a
but
tough- that's a tough
he's
one.
abusing her.
That's a tough one because you're married.
Because you're saying, right? Both the parent got
Both
to
parents,
sign,
yep.
right?
And then once you're married, it's kind of hard because you're married. You know, like if you're single and you're in an abusive thing like that, you can always probably leave and be like, he's abusive. But you can't just all of a sudden say, man, I'm pregnant for this guy I don't like. He's an abusive. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to probably have records.
Yeah.
And then if you do want it, but you can't have it both ways. If you want to get the abortion that you having, this is me thinking of a law to put. If you are pregnant by an abuser and now you want to have an abortion because he's an abuser, then no problem. We'll grant it, but you have to leave.
Interesting.
You can't stay with the abuser. You can't have both ways. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So you have to leave. And maybe that will force the person to say, yes, I don't want to raise my kid here, or yes, I don't want to be here no more. You know what I'm saying? So, and to all the abusers, I'll put another law. If you're pregnant and from an abuser, you want to keep it, fine. If you don't want to keep it, fine. But either way, we're going to help you get out.
Yeah.
So if you want to keep it and you say he's an abuser, I don't want to raise my kid around him because maybe he'll abuse the child too.
Not maybe. He will.
Yeah, take the no. Sometimes they don't. That's a
You
myth.
know what? Being around the abuse is abuse enough.
Yeah, no. But I'm saying like they don't physically abuse the child; they'll physically abuse
Right.
the person. And I'm not saying in all cases like that, but there are some cases like that. But if you want to have the child, then fine. Let's go. We're going to take you. We're going to do the midnight run like the people that don't want to pay rent. They leave at the midnight. You know what I'm saying? You take her and her clothes when the father's not around. Boom. Now she's in a place where the father would never find her. So I think that's the way to go. And then you can have your own child, raise the child the way you want, away from the abuse.
Yeah.
So, but then if you try to go back, you got to pay all that money back. Because, you know, there's some people that get a nice house. Yeah, they helped me. And now you go back to the abuser. No, you got to pay that back.
Ramanelli said men need to have operations to not have children.
Why does the men have the operation when you just say that the female
Well, if
is
he
her
don't
body?
want kids, he should be having that damn operation.
But if you don't want kids, see how it goes both ways? You are the female is the last person to say what happens, you know, in with their body. So I can say let's do the horizontal polka. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you don't have no protection? No, do you? No. Okay, let's go. So right there, you gotta, it happens what happens. But there are times where I say that the female has the last say so. So
What does that have to do with us? You deciding to have kids though?
if you want kids and the guy don't want kids,
Yeah. If
And
the
then-
guy don't want kids, but you out here playing horizontal poker with everybody, why don't you make steps to make sure you don't have a kid?
Both need to make that step. That's the issue. But the problem is you got to remember. Let's break down the XY chromosomes right now. You know what I'm saying? In all reality, men are made to reproduce, right?
Men and women.
Right. No, I'm
You
saying,
can't-
and men.
Other.
Who is the most produced person here?
The
Who
most-
produced more kids in the whole world?
Well, men, because of their biology.
One man, and we probably related to him, and that's Khan, the Chinese guy that had thousands of kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, somewhere down the line, we're probably related to somewhere down there, but he had, because one man can go and have 7 different
Right.
baby mamas, but you only can have one baby at a time. So that's why I say that men are meant to produce.
That's why they should get operated.
Okay, but operation, it should go both ways. If you know this, especially ghetto people, because let's hit the reality. Who has more baby mama word
Right. You
came
want
from
to
the
know
ghetto?
why though? Because they don't have good sex education to begin with, so they don't know.
What's
happening?
What's sex education?
Exactly.
Know what positions and know what to do.
No. It's way more than that. That's why they be having 7 baby moms.
No, they be having 7 baby daddies and 7 baby mamas, not because of sex education, because they dumb. They don't use common sense.
Exactly. They don't have education.
They not educated, but not sex educated. They just
They're
not
not
educated.
educated about sex.
They're not educated about the world. Because if you talk to the guy and you be like, where you going? Oh, I'm going about my baby mama 3. My baby mama. How many kids you got? 4. And I got 5 baby mamas. Like, wait, what? What? Okay, cool. That means I can be number 6. Yay. You're stupid. That's all I got to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
That's why you get to know the person. How many kids you have.
Men are liars. They're not gonna be honest about that.
Listen, you just don't jump the gun and have a relationship with someone without getting to know everything. And no matter how
agree.
men are much liars, they can never lie about their kids. Ask a person how many kids they have, and they be like, yeah, I got about 3, 4. And then all of a sudden, yeah. And then that's what you got to ask them. Okay, you got 3 or 4 that you see? Yeah. So how many you don't see? You know what I'm saying? But men normally, somewhere down the line, they are going to mention it. So you just have to keep picking or speaking to them in different ways.
So play investigator. Got it.
Right. But not questioning like, girl, you're all in my business. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to question it like that. But you want to.
Well, you want to get in
Right.
this business? I'm gonna be in yours.
See? But that's the problem. Now, if it's just having sex, then fine. You don't have to ask questions. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
One night stand or just, in the heat of the moment, bam, you go your way, I go mine. Adults are adults. You need your needs.
Humans are humans.
Yeah. So I'm not, but if you're wanting a relationship with that person, like you'd be like, long term with this person, then you need to know if you're going to be number 8 baby mama or you're going to be on Murray later on. You know what I'm saying? Running to the couch talking about, he is not the father. You know what I'm saying? So you want to watch that.
Yes, that is true. You should watch that.
Yeah. You watch what you do with the people. I don't know. And then don't get mad because they always hanged out and then they still hanging out. And like I said, that's always the ghetto. And that's one of the things we were speaking about, how to get out of the ghetto mentality. And that's one of the things. Learn how to, speak to the person. Hey, oh, yeah, he good looking. All the girls want him. Why? He don't got no job. He live with baby mama number 4 on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? He lives with grandma on the weekdays. He got one car that's broken down. The system is more money than the car. You know what I'm saying? Why would everybody? And I don't understand that. All cause they
It's everyone
popular in the block.
on their block.
They're
Exactly.
popular in the
Everyone
block.
on the
They're a
block.
big star. Ooh, get the heck out of here. So that's why some people be like, oh, once you live in the ghetto, it's kind of hard to get out the ghetto. No, it's not. It's not hard at all to get out the
why
ghetto.
it is hard though?
Why?
Because of the school education.
That's messed up.
It's true, though.
Well, if there's school education, that take your kids out the ghetto. But you know what I'm saying?
You know what? If you born in the ghetto, it's most likely your mom was born in the ghetto, and then
yeah.
her mom and her. So there's just a never-ending cycle.
Nah, that's an ending cycle. You were gonna say something? Any comments out there?
Yeah, Daniel Riley said, I got in the condo at the right time. Easy solution. Don't sleep around.
Hey, thank you, Daniel. That's what. Don't sleep around. And if you know, if you
Don't be
sleep,
silly. Wrap your willy.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. There's always protection when you're on the section. But if you are gonna fool around, make sure she don't know where you live. Make sure you.
Men expect women to put their bodies through more than what they can ever endure. Castration is the way to go.
Yeah. Okay, we could castrate all the men. Then what? Oh, y'all gonna have the vibrators. That's right. I forgot. I got vibrators. You know, but it's not the same feel. It's not the same feel. So you're gonna need
Right,
a
it does
man.
better.
You're gonna need a man one day. You know. So no, but in all reality, it's you just have to be more mindset of what you do and how you do something. Because that's why I say, like, people say, oh, I can't get out the ghetto, or it's the education. My son, but who educated, they are educated. They just don't want to be.
What are they educated about? How
You-
much a dime bag costs?
That's education. That's education.
No,
You tell a
it's not useful.
listen. You
knowledge.
tell a person, yo, what's 2 + 2? Yo, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yo, but if I buy 5 dime bags and 3 nickels, yo, that means you're gonna be owing me like $45 because if you could, like, they know the numbers like that, so they are somewhat smart.
They're street smart, damn right.
But they know numbers. But a lot of the people are smart, and I'm saying a lot of the people in the ghetto are very smart, but they act dumb because they do not know how it's gonna be to get out the ghetto. That's their more fear is to leave the ghetto. And some of them don't want to leave the ghetto because now their friends are going to call them bougie, so they don't want to feel that. There's a lot of people out there, I'm going to stay in the
What
ghetto.
the hell is even a friend?
Right? Because I heard people say that. Shit, not me. When I get my money, I'm going to stay in this place right here, man. Why I'm going to get out and leave my people? That's ghetto mentality.
You know what? That's another thing too. I say in the ghetto, like, you do go based off of, the people you hang out with because that's your protection. Yeah, then it's your comfort, it's your happiness, it's this what you grow up around.
I grew up in the ghetto, and I still don't act like a ghetto person. Like, and I hung out with a lot of people. So it's more of what you want to do.
No, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people can, look, I hanged out with people that wear pants down to their ankles. You know what I'm saying? That's how low they got. But I never wanted to wear it like that. Yeah. So you do what you want to do. So when I say ghetto mentality is that, like, think out the box.
Yes.
For once. My kids are going to be like me. Like, I seen drug addict guys talking about, I don't want my kids being like me. So why do you have them in the corner with you selling the drugs and showing them how to sell the drugs if you don't want them to be like you?
They're not smart. That's honestly the reason.
Right. And I don't understand that. I never understood that. Especially, let's put it like this: mothers. Mothers have that more thing for a child, like how you call it, the
maternal instinct.
instincts, right? Mm-hmm. So how are you letting this happen? You know what I'm saying? And a father's supposed to be a protector. So how are you not protecting? Oh, I'll be protecting, bro. You don't know? I got my 45. I got this. That's not protecting a child. When something happens to you, how's a child going to live? That's protecting a child.
Yes.
So as a man, that's why I was like, many men, but I'll be with my kid. I take him to the school. And so bravo for being what you're supposed to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give hands up. Like, I don't give hands up to people that do jobs and talking about, praise me because I'm doing this job. I'm the hero. No, you're supposed to be doing that anyway. Like, You know what I'm saying? Like, the person gives you your sandwich. Yeah, he made that sandwich real. That's what his job is supposed to do. So don't praise yourself for doing a father job that you're supposed to do. If you're not doing the protection job, then you're just screwed. You know what I mean?
Praise is what you need as a human, though.
No. Praise is another thing that people want, like a pat on the back. You don't really need it. You know what I'm saying?
You don't need happiness?
Yeah, I need happiness. Praise me for something that I did out of the ordinary. Like, it's not normal for me to
Right.
do.
No,
Don't
yeah.
praise me for taking my kid to school. Don't praise me for sitting there doing homework with my kid. Don't praise me for working and busting my butt to make sure my son has what he's supposed to have. Not talking about, I want my kid to have what I didn't have. You know, those $200 Nikes. Mother effer, they didn't even have Nikes back in your days. Like, you know what I'm saying? $30 sneakers is what y'all guys had. We had Adidas. Come on, let's be for real. You know, I want to get him a big motorcycle bike. They didn't even have that back in the day. We had the 2 tricycles with the banana seat. That's what we had. So don't play yourself. You want to give your kid something that you didn't have, let's give him that. Give him the Atari that you didn't have when you were small.
Grandma Nelly said not everybody is parent material.
Yeah, that's
That is
true.
Super true.
That is true. I know a couple people like that. Yeah. And then I know some people that be like someone here, not mentioning no names, but I don't want no kid yet. I don't want to. But when she has a kid, she's going to be a great mother. I think so. You know, someone I'm not mentioning names. I'm not mentioning co-hosts' names. You know what I'm saying?
Seriously though. I mean, I learned from my mom. And she's a pretty
Yeah,
awesome
you'll be a
mom,
good
so,
you'll be a good kid. You work with kids, so
Yeah.
it's gonna kick
just
in once the
natural.
parents once you know you have a child, it'll kick in. You know, and you do stuff. That's how you know when you are a parent, a real good parent. When you be like doing stuff that you don't normally wouldn't do, but you gotta do it anyway.
That is true. Like, you make so many sacrifices as a parent. That's another thing that people don't realize. Like, when you are gonna become a parent, like, all of the sacrifices that you have to make and all of the consequences and jobs that come with it.
Yeah.
And it's an overwhelming thing. That's why I feel like people, they just are thrown into it. That's why they can't be good parents, because it's all this just shit being thrown at them. It's literal and not literal shit too.
Right.
Like,
And let me phrase on sacrifice. Working, going to school or doing something to better your life is not sacrificing because you have a kid. You're supposed to do that anyway. So let's cut that one off, because I hate when people are like, yeah, I got to sacrifice for my kid. I've been working third shift. Yeah, and your kid wasn't here. What you would have been doing? Working third shift. So you're not sacrificing. Come on, let's be for real. Well, when we speak about sacrificing, meaning now you can't go out as often as you want to. You can't be having people on your house like you want. You know, those are the sacrifices that, as a parent, you do. Working and getting clothes and putting food on the table, that's not sacrifice. That's what you're supposed to do. So, because I
you
heard
would
that a
come
lot.
for yourself.
Yeah, I heard that a lot. Yeah, I sacrifice. I make sure I work to get food on the table. Yeah, and you didn't have a child. Were you going to starve? You know what I'm saying? You have to have food on the table anyway. So, and that's why I was saying, like, the ghetto mentality is
Yeah.
like they, again, with the praise. They want a praise of something they're supposed to be doing.
You know, it's funny too, because I was just talking about this like this morning, like how people don't realize that other people aren't living the same life they are, because they, like, you grow, like, if, let's say you growing up in the ghetto all your life, you probably think like everywhere else is just like that, you know, like
And it's not.
the guy on the corner, people chilling in front of the stoop, the pump's always open. You go to freaking Minnesota, they don't got no pumps, they don't got no corners, they don't got no guys selling, like, you know, like, everybody lives completely different, and what you're surrounded like by your entire life is what you know. So you need to get out of your environment. You need to teach yourself. You need to learn new things, read new books, listen to different shit, and learn something new besides all the things that you lived with, because not everybody's living like that. Like,
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, like the Labor Day whole weekend, everybody went for like 2 days. I was like, oh my God, there's not gonna be no parking, and my wife was like, no, but everybody's supposed to leave. I'm like, you crazy? Where you think the word staycation came from? It came from the ghetto, because they couldn't afford to get a vacation, so they want to use the word staycation to make it look like it's big.
Yeah.
Exactly what I said. They were all outside, hanging out, hanging there. We took 4 days and visit like 5 states.
oh wow.
We started off here in the baseball game. Then we went to Connecticut for a dinosaur exhibit. Then we went to Nashua. No. Did we stop in Boston? No, we didn't get to stop. Yeah, we passed Boston because we were going to stop at Boston. We went to Nashua, and then we went to the town after Nashua for miniature golfing. And from there, we went to Pennsylvania. So, and this is all to show, like, my kid, we already said, like, every single weekend, we're going to do something different. Even when I lived in the suburbs, in the country area, every weekend, I did something different and out of the suburbs. I didn't even care if I go to 2 towns down. Like, hey, you going bowling? Yeah, I'm going. No, I'm not going to that bowling. But that's closest. Yeah, I know. That's in the same town. I'm going to go to a different town and bowl there. So that's my mentality, and that's what I do now. Like, we don't really hang too much where we live.
Right.
Unless we go to the park where they have the water, because we're next to a big park. But other than that, what's to go sit down and you have a child and all he sees is this? So if you have a child, go out. The train is only like $2.75. You know what I'm saying? Sacrifice your
train
bag of weed.
In itself is an adventure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sacrifice your bag of weed and take your child out. Central Park. Go exhibit. Go learn. Learn with your kids. You know what I'm saying?
Like, literally. I was saying that too. I was like, people always complain about having to go to school and having to do college and all this and high school. But in reality, school is when you learn the most. Not just because you're a kid and your mind is a freaking sponge. It's because you're surrounded by so many different minds and ideas and people that you hear all kinds of different things. And then when you get out of high school, it's your responsibility to do college, further your studies in college. But once that finishes, you gotta keep learning on your own. You gotta keep enlightening yourself, and all school does is teaches you how to learn, whether by reading, by listening, by doing, by I don't know what other ways there are to learn, but that's something you figure out while you're in school, and now you gotta apply what you learn to your everyday life, so that way you can be smarter and make smarter decisions.
Yeah, you're still gonna mess up somewhere down the line, but you learn from the mistake.
Exactly, you learn.
And that's the problem with the ghetto mentality. Everyone in the world, like psychiatrists, mind readers, all these people are full of crap. I'm serious. You know what? You know what they based on?
What?
They based on everybody else's past.
Right.
So let's put it like this: if there's a hole in the sidewalk, and you've seen 3 people already tripped on that hole. When you see that 4th person gonna walk straight line the way the other 3 go, you're gonna be like, bet you $5 he's gonna trip. Boom! How the heck you knew that? Oh my God, he tripped. It's because everybody else did it.
Right.
So that's why psychiatrists and mind readers, they base it on everybody else. So even with my old job, when I go into the room and I see a blood spatter or I see a bed turned over, what do you think happened here, Charles? Well, first of all, I wasn't here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what happened. But I can tell you with the blood splatter, this guy got hit this way, or the bed was turned this way, it was a fight this way. Wow, you're real smart. No, it just happened like 5,000 times. You know what I'm saying? So, but I studied those 5,000 times. That's what makes the person. If you see someone else like, oh, wow, she went with that guy that was always in the corner, had 6 baby daddies. Now she's worrying about welfare checks. I don't think I want that life. You know what I'm saying? Explore. I don't know. I don't know why people don't. And you can't say it's the ghetto or anything because my child, we live in the Bronx. And my child is like high educated. I like to pat my son in the back. And I praise when I praise. I don't praise when he walk. Oh my God, he's 1 year old and he's walking. He's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't praise those things. But for a kid, that 5-year-old that can pick up a book and read it, you know what I'm saying? And like we were amazed at some of the stuff that he was reading on the dinosaurs thing as he was trying to pronounce it. And then if he doesn't understand a word, like you say, he'll come up to you and be like, what that word means? You know, so if we say something. Like, matter of fact, we was bugging out, right? I was like, when I went to the room, she was like, what are you doing? Oh, I said, I thought you were stripping. My son said, stripping? S-T-T-R. And then he came up to me, what stripping mean? So, like, his mind is already trying to, and I had to tell him, stripping is taking away fiber or fabric or clothes or even feathers or anything. So he was like, okay. And then he went and used it in the sentence for first. And we just looking at him like, okay, this little kid's a nerd.
He's smart. He knows to ask questions and apply the knowledge
know.
that he was given to his everyday life.
Yeah, so I hate when people try to blame because they live in the ghetto. The school systems, they don't give us this, they don't give us that, but they give it to the white people. Why you think so? Why you think they give it to the white people and not to us?
Because they worked for it. Nah, that's not really true.
Well, somewhat.
Somewhat true they worked for it, and somewhat true we were denied it.
Right, like Beverly Hills and stuff, they have tablets. They all have tablets. They have this big board on the screen that they show the students of the week and blah, blah, blah. Or your homework is there. You look at it. You scan it. They have all these technology for that. Why you think we don't have that? Because at the next day, you'll be like, wasn't there a TV on this wall? You see only the nails. They stole the TV. You know what I'm saying? The tablet, you see somebody selling it in the corner, somebody getting robbed. So that's why we don't get these things.
Yes.
So it has nothing to do with, they're trying to keep us down. Who's trying to keep us down?
You keeping you down.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. And all the money, like, that's why people don't say, I don't want to get back to the ghetto because of that reason.
Right.
So if maybe we start acting right, we can get stuff right. So that's what I'm saying. That's how you get out of the ghetto mentality. I don't know.
I saw a post earlier. It was like, you should stop complaining about your life because there's people that actually live in the Bronx.
That's messed up. That's messed up. That's so cold.
But, you know, it's sad because just people don't know how to freaking think for themselves.
Yeah.
Like,
if you want to really learn how to live your life, look at animals. And I'm not talking about the people in the Bronx. I'm talking about actual animals. You know, Bronx Zoo type. Well, damn, Bronx Zoo too. They got two sets of animals. But no. But look at like
cats, dogs.
Matter of fact,
monkeys.
elephants. Mm-hmm. Elephants still do what we used to do in the 70s and 80s. It takes a village to take care of a kid.
Yes.
You got to have 5 elephants protecting that one little baby. You know what I'm saying? Here, they don't do that.
Because being a parent is not a one-person job. That's why we have such things as daycare, schools, and all that. Because nobody would really be able to do it on their own.
Well, back in the days, they didn't have daycares, and they did it on their own.
They had the neighborhood, though.
They have the little 16-year-old girl neighbor that used to babysit.
Right.
Or the 15, or they used to say, I just don't go. That's it.
Right. That's true, too.
There's certain things that you just don't do it then. That's it. Or if you have both parents, be like, all right, I'm going to go out this weekend. You go out next weekend. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? So there's ways around it. And daycare and all that is not for you to just put your kids up and then go upstairs. No, it's for you to find a job or go to work or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. Get out the ghetto mentality, and maybe you'll grow, faster. Because, like I said earlier, that I heard this girl say on the phone, I guess she was talking to her baby daddy, because she said, you messing with my money. And I'm looking at her like, I already knew what she meant because I heard it so many times. Mm-hmm. Where's my money? Where's my money? Stop messing with my money. What? Is that your boss? Because that's the only one you can say, stop messing with my money, because you earned it.
Yes.
You did not earn that child support, and that's not your money. So that's another ghetto mentality.
It's your baby's money.
You know, that's supposed to be for the baby. So that's why when you be like, oh, now the baby don't have nothing. I wonder why.
Stop spending your money, your child support money on your dime bags and
on your
so
eyelashes.
your poor baby is eating freaking tuna with Ritz crackers. Go buy him some real food.
Yo, and I know a lot of people probably get offended. Oh, but you don't know how it is. I know how it is because I was poor. I was poor. Back in the 70s when the Bronx was burning, we were poor. We didn't really have all these help that people have now. I wish we had all this help now.
That's another thing that people expect, like, things to just be handed to them.
Oh, yeah.
Like, all the time. And, man.
Entitled. And that's why I say the white people were entitled? No. You check twice, because there's ghetto people swear to God they're entitled to everything.
There's this, like I don't know how to explain it, but like a philosophical thought that I just have in my brain, right? That it's like people love to complain how like there's not enough of like everything in the world, like doctors,
Right.
firefighters, police officers, garbage people, whatever, right? And if you really think about it, the people that we complain there's not enough of, like we all had to work together in a way to do those jobs, right? And then like if you're complaining how there's not enough of these people, how about you go and be one of those people,
Exactly.
right? And the one thing that I feel like just stops people from not doing these jobs that we like have to do is not just besides like the fact that it's not accessible to everyone or like they don't know about it, right? But it's definitely the money thing. Like they think like that money is like that's what stops them from doing a job. If it's not enough money, like it's not good enough for them. But you know what? If you need to pay rent, if you need to buy food, if you need to live, you need money. So go
Exactly.
do that job that's gonna pay you $15 an hour.
Yep.
It's gonna start you somewhere. $15 is better than $0.
No, and I'm glad you said that because I seen the post, and I think it came from my friend Randy. So hopefully, I think it was his page. But they said, show your son that a trade job pays as much as a business job. So, and do not feel bad about it. You know how many garbage men that I know, three trash men, what they call themselves trash men, in sanitation workers. But in PA, they call themselves trash men. They don't care. They be like, I'm a trash man. That's right. Got a house. You know what I'm saying? Kids went to college.
They make bank.
They make money. Electricians. Look at, watch that guy that goes up to the thing, how much he got paid an hour? That he goes all the way up. That nobody wants to do the job.
Oh, and even like the window washers too.
And the window washers. These people get money. Versus, because it was a post saying, this guy makes a whole lot of money versus you have a title in your job, but now you making all this money, but you got to pay your college back. You got to pay all the loans back. You got to pay this back. So now you have the same amount of money or less than the guy that had the trade school. But the guy with the trade school has more money because since he's been working at that job longer, because you still was going to college, thinking that everybody's supposed to be a doctor or something. No. Teach your kids that what counts is happiness and your bank account. You know what I'm
Only
saying?
because it has to.
But because that's why a lot of people I don't think goes to these type of jobs. Oh no, I can't get that job. That's beneath me. What is beneath you? You were making bucks yesterday. So what's beneath you? Like I don't understand that. Yeah, like some of the homeless people that I see are homeless because they want to. Because I spoke to one across the street, and I asked him. I was like, "Yo, there's a shelter down there? Nah, I'm not even going to no shelter.
I saw him when I was parking.
Yeah, I don't feel bad." He was like, "I want to be out here," and I'm like,
He's probably just a hippie. He
Yeah.
loves nature.
and I met somebody in PA like that. He was living under the bridge in Pennsylvania, and we were giving him an apartment. All he had to do was do maintenance and stuff like that. And then he was like, "Oh, nah." And I was like, "Why?" He said, "Because then I have to start paying bills and I have to do this." He was like, "I'm content where I'm at." That's different from I lost my job and I can't find another job. Did you look? Nah, not really, because the only things that are out are like McDonald's and all that. So then you're going to be homeless? So, and a lot of people cannot be homeless. They don't know how to handle that.
No,
You think you're street smart until you be homeless all the way at nighttime with all these people. Try to be thinking you street smart then,
That's another thing. I saw a posting like that. That's like, you don't always have to go out and be a freaking millionaire. You don't have to go out and be the number one business owner. You don't got to be this famous person. You can be content where you're at either right now in your life or a few years, just doing things that make you happy and living your life and enjoying the time that you have here. Not everything is about working and making money,
Yep.
But guess what? If you want nice things, if you want to do nice things, if you want to go places and spend time doing fancy things, then you gotta earn the money for you to do those nice things you want to do.
Simple
That's
as that.
it. Yeah,
As simple
that's
as that.
it.
Quick money is deadly, because if you make quick money, you want to spend it fast, and then all of a sudden you don't have nothing. Again, ghetto mentality. Get out of it. Get out of it. You know, we're running out a little bit of time here. How long we have? 13 minutes. Her accent came out. You heard that? 13 minutes. No, but
Okay.
you know, getting out the ghetto mentality. Just do it. Save your money, do things, and think out the box. That's all I gotta say, because it's not that bad out there. Like some people be like, oh, you got mad money because you go to every week you go out here, or you go vacation, go somewhere.
Not everything has to cost money. Either.
No, we actually drove everywhere. So I was more tired, you know, like almost 15-hour total of
Yeah.
driving here and there, going here, going there. But, you know, we probably spend over the weekend $300 to $400. That's it. And that was because we went to a hotel and, you know, eating and stuff like that. But we saved up that money to do something, right? And then we just go here. There are times that I go out and people are like, wow, you spent. Nope. I spent $20. And that was $20 to finish up filling my tank. You know, because every time we go somewhere, even if it's a half a tank, we fill up the rest of the half. If it's like only a quarter that we took out, we fill up that one quarter when we leave. So we were like, okay, we only spent $20. We came and came back. I'm like, what's so hard? $275. Take the train.
Wait, you
The
gotta pay
adventure.
to get back though, so $550.
$550. And that, you know, and that can cost you a lifetime of memories. You know what I'm
And if
saying?
you work only 1 hour, that's $15. So you still have like $11.50 to do something else.
Yeah. Stop the boot crapping. You don't need those Jordans. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's another thing to get out of the ghetto mentality. Start saying, I need, not what I want. You can get out of it. If you're going to look at that and be like, yeah, I want that. As soon as you say that word, you just forget about it. Don't get it. Don't get it. That's how because I always say that. Like, I look at it, oh, get it, but you got a little bit more money now. And I'm like, and I'm going to keep that little bit of money, but I ain't getting those chip ahoys until they go down to $250. You know what I'm saying?
See, the way I am is just like, if I have to like feel it in my soul that I want it. Because if it's like, it's
But
cute.
do you really need it?
It's not it.
'Cause you know how-
I know I will be happy about my decision in 5 to 10 years.
But you know how many times did you ever see something? Oh my God, yeah, I gotta have that, gotta have it. And then you buy it, you be like, yeah, I don't even know why I brought this.
No.
Or you buy it and you only use it once and put it to the side.
No. That's the thing. I use things till I can't use it anymore.
That's what I say.
Like at all. Like it's broken and then grimy and
My
it's not
sneakers, I wear them
usable.
until I see to the person says, you know, your toes are coming out. Oh, you are?
Oh,
Okay,
my
let me go
bad.
buy another. Let me go buy another one
I didn't
now.
want you to see that.
Yeah, I only brought these like 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that and I'm telling you, like I have to feel it in my soul. Like
To get it.
I want this. You know, yeah. Like even if it's just like, oh, that's cute, I want it. Like I'll really think about it, like it's not that important. But like if I want something, then like I'm getting it.
Yeah, even with the food, don't be sure. The cereal boxes, I'll be like, no, I'm getting the bag box. $3.49 for a bag versus $5 to $6 for a name brand cereal that tastes pretty much the same. Nope, I'm getting this. Peanut butter and jelly, Jiffy. Nope, you're too expensive. I'm gonna get this supermarket name. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Some people are like, oh no, but it doesn't taste the same. Okay, you try. When you hungry, you hungry.
Peanut butter is peanut
You know,
butter.
you know what I'm saying? But some people like that. Like, you know, even with material stuff, like, I don't understand that.
Yo, I got mad at my mom about this yesterday. We went to the Apple store, so we could return something, but she bought a charger. And the guy's saying like, oh, because all the stupid thing with the box and the new wires, there's like 2 different boxes and like 3 different wires. So there's the original with the USB.
For an Apple?
Yeah.
See, that's why I don't like apples.
And then there's the new charger for the new phones and iPads with a USB. And then a new one that is like the same on both sides. And then the box, that's another like $20. And she's like, okay, I'm going to get the box with the new wire. And I'm like, Ma, you don't need to get that. Get the one with the USB. We have the boxes at home. It's the same thing. She's like, I don't want that one. Do what you want, that woman.
You know, Apple, to me, I'm going to tell you, Apple is the man. you know, you try to say that the man keeps you down. That's the man. Apple.
That's true.
Because they try to they take a phone and they make it trend and they make you seem like you have to get it and you spend all this thousands of dollars to get a phone.
Good advertising.
Yeah, you spend all this money to get a phone, and yeah, if I call your Apple, I don't even want you to pick up. You spend $1,000, the Apple should be talking to me. Yeah, what's up, Charles? Nah, she's busy. She's washing dishes right now. You know, I let her know you called. Let me see. Yeah, she's still washing dishes. You want to hold? Your Apple should be doing that because for some reason, your Apple does the same thing as my phone, and I only spend about close to $200. For some reason, I don't know why. Because
I have a little bit more apps than you though.
Yeah, but you called and you picked up. Somebody called and I picked up. Oh, snap. Wait, I even text and they text. This is so crazy. These are things I'm learning right now. Idiots. That's what it is. You're spending thousands of dollars and then you're gonna complain. No, but I'm paying monthly. You couldn't pay your rent monthly, but you want to get a phone that you're gonna pay monthly.
Yeah.
I got my stimulus, so I went and buy the phone. Okay, now you can't pay your rent. So who you gonna call now when you outside? Yo, you want to buy my Apple? Come on. Again, not thinking. You know, you don't really have to. Now, if the phone can talk, it can do my own stocks. It can do my own show right now by itself. My phone be right here talking about, what I'm saying? I'm gonna spend $1,000.
That's
when I spend it. Right. That's when I spend it.
When the phone is up dancing.
When it dances by itself and it does everything that a regular phone cannot do.
I think it'll be a little bit more than $1,000 though.
Just a little. Just a little.
little bit more.
No, but in all reality, you know, you don't really have to spend it, money on a phone just for you to show that you have that phone, because that's basically what it is, to show you.
And people be like, "Oh, if you have a green bubble, I won't text you." Like, shut up.
Don't text me then.
Shut up, please.
You don't need to be texting me anyway. You need to call. You know, once in a while text because we're busy.
I say the only reason I really enjoy Apple is because it's easy to use. Because I've tried to use like Galaxies and them shits are confusing.
You
can
learn.
FaceTime.
See, remember you said you have to learn.
Yes, you do. You can FaceTime and like just everything is connected to like my computer and
FaceTime.
stuff.
You got Facebook Messenger? There you go.
No.
You got a video chat right there. You want to FaceTime? Knock on my door. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's true.
Come on. But there are things you could do other than, and especially $50, $60 for a charger.
Not yet. Even like cases, like phone
Like
cases.
what?
Like
I said, I go $149 down the block. They got it for $5. Boop. Oh, it charges.
those never last though.
Listen, they last a long time if you just charge and put it on the thing. You don't need to be charging it and walk and doing all this while the thing is flapping all over the place. That's why they don't work all the time. Because we have this $5 one that I brought, and we still have it.
Okay, can I ask Raiden a question?
Yeah, he's right there.
Raiden.
Raiden.
He's ignoring me. Hi. I have a question for you. Do you want to answer it? No?
No.
All right,
Ask it
fine.
anyway.
The question is, if you could try human, what part would you try?
If you can eat a human?
Yeah.
Raiden, if you can eat a human, which part will you eat? None. None.
Yeah, none.
She was like, yeah, none. Yeah, we're talking about cannibal. We have a couple minutes. We'll talk about that. All I can say is the movie Alive. You ever seen that movie?
No.
It was a true story about the soccer team who plane crashed in the middle of a snow wherever they fell at.
Mountain, yeah.
Yeah, and some of them died and some of them didn't. So to survive, they had to eat something.
All right, but what I'm bringing up is about people who have a fetish, which is cannibalism.
Yeah, that's always going to be out. You go to the jungle probably and out there. You know what's so funny about cannibalism? Why you don't eat yourselves? You got a whole big village of 300-400 people talking about we need food. Let's go look for somebody. You got 300 people here, buddy. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. You know, you got plenty
somebody
of
got to
limbs.
go. Yo, he didn't pay his rent yesterday. He got to go.
That is true.
They all the same, like, you know.
Do you think it tastes like? Do you think different
Meat
people
is
taste
meat.
the same?
Hey, animals like to eat us, so I don't know.
Like, do you think a baby is like more tender and sweet than like an old person?
I don't know. But you know that they were talking about to sacrifice people. Let's eat the babies. This was a couple months ago.
What?
Yeah, on a debate with what's this girl's name? The Spanish lady. Oh, I keep forgetting her name.
The Spanish lady.
From the Bronx. She's a senator now.
Oh, I don't know.
Cortez,
Okay.
right?
And
That's her
she
name,
was
right?
talking about eating babies.
No, some girl came out. Some lady told her, well, we needed to just eat the babies and everything. Cortez was like, listen, take her out of here. Take her out of because this nonsense we're not gonna have. Check on YouTube. There's a couple people that was talking about it. You know. So again, if you don't want abortion, then give it to them. I guess. I don't know.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I don't
Fact,
understand
that's an
that.
idea, right? If you don't
I
want a
think-
kid, when they're born, you could eat it.
Yeah, like
Cook
I
it.
think the
Turkey
only
dinner.
way I would eat someone is out of survival.
Okay.
Like boom, they threw the bomb, and there's only a few of us left, and and if there's all guys, and I don't know what. Now, if there's only guys left, so you're really gonna have some nuts in your mouth.
What would you eat off the female?
Wow. Okay, let's think about this. Wow, we could start from everywhere. No.
I think he would still choose the nuts.
So ain't we cannibals as it is right now, right? She was like, what do we eat from the females? I was like, I guess I'm a cannibal. No, but in all reality, they say it probably tastes the same. I don't know. But you would never know until
Until you
some
try
people
it.
would say, oh, that's nasty to eat someone. But wasn't that what the first person said when they try to eat an animal? Oh, that's nasty. Don't eat that animal.
That's what vegans and vegetarians say all the time.
Vegans and vegetarians can go with the cancel people too. They can go with the cancel people. And the
yet.
fake health nuts.
Some of y'all be doing too much sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. We got animal rights and they got leather belts. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. We go vegan and they got sausages. Like, come on, come on. But it's gluten free. There ain't no such thing as no gluten free. All right, let's stop that bull crap with the gluten free. First of all, there ain't no gluten. That's just a price to raise the price up. My rice is gluten free. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't think about gluten when I was making it.
Oh my God.
No, but cannibal, will you ever do it? Or what would
No.
be your part to eat? I say the thighs because the thighs got a lot of meat.
I would say the belly.
Probably, no, but the belly got more intestines. They don't have meat.
Exactly. You could grill it like a sausage.
Jesus Christ. She said, no, what's that
You ever
sausage?
had-
The
you-
Spanish
you
sausage?
had pig
That-
Exactly.
That's what I was saying.
You never had that?
Yeah, no. I'm
Good.
prejudiced towards
Some
food.
blood sausage.
No, I'm prejudiced towards food. When I be seen, I'm like, ugh, I don't like it. I'm like, especially
You can't knock it till you try it.
See, but that's what I'm saying. You can't knock cannibalism until you try it. Like, I'm not telling y'all to go try it. You know what I'm saying? Talk about, yeah, LDM. You're right. Girl, they won't listen to me, so I ate her. No, I don't want that. You know what I'm saying?
How long? Okay, the question: how long do you think a human body would last, like eating wise? Like,
You freeze it, just like any other meat.
but I'm saying, like, if you're gonna eat a whole human from head to toe, like, how long will that meat last you?
Well, it depends. If you have a party, it ain't gonna last that long. You know what I'm saying? You get some Spanish people with arroz con gandules with meat. Hey, this is the LDM Show. We'll check you out next
Got it.
week. Enjoy and keep following us and share.
Yes, share all of our stuff.
See you next week.